Hi, you guys. Thank you for joining my live. Um, I will just jump into it. I hope all of you have been doing well. I am not doing so great, relatively speaking, but it's going to be all good. So, as the title of the live says, I am fully vaccinated and I have been home for 4 days now because I have the Rona. um, and yeah, I actually so let me try to organize my thoughts because I am just like all over the place. First, let me say I got the Pfizer vaccine back in I got my first shot in April and then the second one in May. And luckily I don't have a fever. I don't feel like extremely bad or anything. Hi everybody. Rona is COVID, coronavirus. Um, I thank you, Dane. Yeah, so after I got the second shot, it was horrible. I was laid out for like a day and a half. Um, and yes, I know vaccination doesn't prevent it. I'll talk about that a little bit. But yeah, I was like laid out, high fever, the worst pain ever. Just felt like I got run over. Um, and then I got through that and I was fine. And then last week, or maybe like a week and a half ago, my mom got sick because my mom is visiting from the Virgin Islands. She got sick, and then my sister got sick, and then I started to feel a little bit sniffly. And I've gotten tested many times because there were times where I felt like I possibly had it, and I never did. Um, but my throat felt scratchy. My nose started running. Um, and yeah, those symptoms started on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, I decided to take a test. I got I think it's Binax, the home test from CVS, and there was a faint positive line on there. So after that, I stayed home, quarantined. And so you have to take the test 3 days apart. So yesterday was a third day. I took a second test and the line was like super dark. And it was basically like, trick, you have the Rona, continue to stay home. So, so yes, I have been at home and it has, it's been dry. That's all I can say. Like I'm very fortunate that I did get vaccinated because I'm not like in an extreme amount of pain or anything, but I do feel tired. My body does feel achy a little bit. Um, and I am still congested. Throat hurts a little bit. But um, it's not severe at all. There was a point where I was coughing and I was concerned about things traveling down to my lungs. And truth be told, I mean it still could, but I'm doing really well. Been in the house. I ordered groceries from Amazon and from Whole Foods. And yeah, I've just been at home, just here existing. Let me see, what else can I say? Um, so the thing that this experience has really shown me is that there's a certain amount of arrogance that comes with being fully vaccinated. People think that they're just exempt from everything. You're exempt from following the rules. You can go where you want to go. You don't have to wear a mask if you're outside. And I'm like, it just doesn't work like that. You can definitely still get COVID. And the thing is, it might not be as severe, but you can still get it. You're not home free. And I've seen people walking around, and because like I live on the top floor and I can see people on the rooftop, and people are just going about their lives willy-nilly. And I'm somebody who is like super conscientious about germs. Like even before COVID, I was always washing my hands because I just did not like touching stuff. So during this pandemic, I have been very religious about washing my hands, wearing a mask, keeping distance as much as I can. I still haven't been going many places, even though things have opened up. and yet I still have it. So, and also, so I last week I went to Chicago for training, um, because I'm learning how to do basically cosmetic tattooing. I'm learning how to do permanent makeup. And I was really excited about that. And I went and I wore my mask the whole time. And let me tell you, people in Chicago, downtown, it was as if nothing had happened. Like Delta variant did not exist because people were out there living it up. Um, and I made sure to just stay masked, even at the training. Some people, there were like 15 people at the training. Um, and people got tired of wearing their mask. And I kept my distance from those people and kept my mask on because I just knew that we couldn't be that arrogant about this whole thing. Um, so, so yeah, long story short, I'm at home and it's hella boring. It is very lonely. It's just not fun. And I still have 6 days of being here. Um, so, so yeah, I mean, I'm thankful that things aren't bad. I am, yeah, I'm thankful that things aren't bad. I'm thankful that I have the things that I need. Some human interaction would be amazing, but this is just what it is right now. I'll go through and look at some of your comments. And thank you guys for all the well wishes. And Age of Aries, I'm not sure if you heard, but I got the Moderna vaccine. I might have said Pfizer, but I got Moderna. Oh, Tosh, I hope you feel better. Yeah, it sucks. Thank you. Cheryl, Hannah, right? You can test positive for COVID even though you're fully vaccinated. The difference is we who are vaccinated don't end up deathly ill. Yes, exactly. And that's why it's still important for everybody to get vaccinated, even if you've already had COVID before. If you have conditions, if you're concerned about things, definitely, excuse me, talk to your doctor about it. But I would not, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but don't sit on this. This is serious. And for some people, it's more than just a sore throat and a few body aches and sniffles. So take it seriously. No limits. Are you like, I don't know if you're spamming, but like, I'm going to block you. I don't have time for that. Leah's Love, this sounds like an ad. Not sure what you're talking about. An ad for blue. Okay. Star Monroe, the Pfizer vaccine is 42%, Moderna is 76% effective. Yeah, it's not as effective as people think. And yeah, and that's the thing. Like, nothing is permanent. I mean, these things are not FDA approved, which doesn't mean that something is good for you anyway. But there's so much of it is still experimental. So you can't hinge your entire existence and safety on being vaccinated. You still do have to practice, social distancing, even though, yes, it's exhausting at this point. We're all over it, especially with the Delta. Yep, Delta variant changes everything. Please continue to mask up. Absolutely. Tosh says, I'm good. I'm taking everything you can think of. Celery drinks, vitamins for sure. Lemon water. Symptoms are as follows: runny nose, sneezing, headache, can't smell or taste. Yeah, I pretty much have the same symptoms. The only thing is I can smell or taste, smell and taste. And my mom and sister, neither one of them could. Actually, two of my sisters had it. One of them just tested negative. So that's good for her. Everybody else is still positive right now. All right, no limits. I'm about to block you because you're spreading this misinformation and you're getting on my nerves. So you have one more chance, and then I'm gonna block you because I really have no patience at the moment. Okay. Yes, definitely wishing you a speedy recovery, Tosh. Keegan, are you gonna get a booster shot? I don't know. I mean, I said when the vaccines came out, I was like, well, I'm not getting vaccinated because I don't want them putting whatever in me, tracking devices or whatever. And then I got to the point where I was like, F it, I'm just go ahead and get vaccinated. So there is a chance that I might get a booster shot. But I don't know yet. I'm not really sure. I have to see how things go. Yeah. Steve, get double doses of all 3 vaccines just to be safe. Yeah, I'm not going to vouch for that. I haven't heard anybody say that. So, Star Monroe, that's the new info with Delta variant included. Aboro, I love your dress. Thank you. Chanel, thank you. Sister Soko, thank you, thank you. LL vaccine actually changes your DNA and epigenetics. Okay, listen, y'all. Can you please just like be, I don't want to say act normal, but if you don't have the facts on something, if it's not something the CDC has said, can you please not say it in this chat? Because I don't have time to read these comments that are like speculation. Okay, we all have ideas about the vaccine. You know, we don't know how it's going to affect people long term. But if you're here just being trolly and annoying and just spreading whatever you want to say based on whatever theories you have, please stop. All right. I don't know if you guys even are following me or not. But I'm telling you, I don't have any patience. I don't. So I will freaking block you. Star Monroe, Aboro, thank you, from Nigeria. Star Monroe, did you know the vaccine can affect your cycle? I have heard about that. And people have asked me about that, and I actually haven't noticed anything different, but that doesn't mean that it can't happen, potentially. All right, Ray Booker, I'm just getting over it, and I think I'll get the vaccine after this. Congrats on getting over it, Ray. Yeah, I think everybody should try to get it. I mean, barring any like serious medical conditions or like serious contraindications that you might have, you should talk to your doctor about that. But yeah, I suggest that people get it. All right, I'm on the block thing. Now, LL, removing you. Thanks for being here. Mignon Manning, say well, keep up with your vitamins. Yes, definitely. And I have to say, I'll be honest, I have not I don't know. I haven't had much of an appetite. I can taste things, but I don't have an appetite. I probably should be drinking more water. I don't know. I've been like in a state of just a state of like I don't know what the word is, but I feel like I'm just in this shell, and yeah, it's hard. Rochelle, please get vaccinated. Greatly reduces your chance of serious illness and potentially long-term effects from COVID. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. LL, why block when I'm telling the truth? Because we don't have any basis for your truth at this point, and it's just freaking annoying. I'm here talking about how I got vaccinated and I still have COVID. I'm not saying what the government is or isn't doing. I'm talking about my circumstance, and for a lot of people, getting vaccinated is going to help. So that's why you're getting blocked. And I meant to block you. I just deleted the comment. I'll put you in timeout. And then when you want to just be civil, then I'll bring you back. If not, then you can go and have a great Saturday. Rochelle, hope you have a speedy recovery in your family too. Thank you, Rochelle. SP, I'm not sure if you're asking me what my symptoms are, if you joined late, but my symptoms were a sore throat, like a sore, dry throat, nothing in my lungs really, but a runny nose and fatigue. So that is still like what I'm dealing with now. On Sunday, I can say Sunday is when I started to notice the symptoms, and my sore throat has gotten better, but I do still feel tired, and still just feel out of it. So I have been sick, excuse me, Star Monroe, I've been sick, I would say, since Sunday, but I didn't get tested until, excuse me, I didn't get tested until Tuesday because I do have allergies and my throat tends to hurt all the time. and I did travel. I went to Chicago for a few days for training. And I was thinking, when I got back on Sunday, I was thinking maybe it was just, traveling, the dry air from the plane. But yeah, I got tested, got a home test on Tuesday, and turned out that I was positive. So, y'all, unknown. I think I'm gonna have to cut this live short because I see this as a hot topic for people. This is a controversial topic. Um, the statement about not needing the vaccine if you took care of yourself, exercising, taking vitamins, getting sleep, tell that to somebody whose loved one passed away from COVID. All right. There's like so much arrogance about like what needs to happen. And, oh, if you would have just done this, you would have been okay. Stop. Okay. I'm about 2 seconds away from like going the F off. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. So anyway, long story short, please take care of yourselves. Please do not be so arrogant to think that that you will be okay because you work out and because you eat well and because you take your vitamins. There are lots of people who are healthy and passed away from COVID because of that. In spite of being healthy, rather. So just do what they say, okay? Wear your mask, wear 2 masks if you have to. Keep your distance from people. If there are unvaccinated people in your life, you might want to keep your distance until they can get vaccinated because you just don't know how this is going to affect you. Star Monroe, so from getting the vaccine to testing positive. Oh, so I got the vaccine. I got my second shot in May, like mid-May, and then now 3 months later, I have COVID. Spirited Sunflower, thank you so much for the love and speedy healing. Sister Soko, do you have anti-vaxxers among your friends and family? If so, how do you approach conversations with them? I won't say that I have anti-vaxxers necessarily, but I just have people who are hesitant, and I have just tried to talk to them as honestly as I can and just talk about the fact that, because one of my family members had said to me, we don't know the long-term effects of the vaccine. And that's true, but we don't know the long-term effects of anything. Do we know the long-term effects of staring at screens all day, being on the phone all day? No. We don't know the long-term effects of some of the things that we eat, of the homes that we live in. We just don't know, like the materials that we touch all day without thinking about it. So it's like, you don't know anything. You don't know what the future is going to be. If there's something that could potentially help you, that could potentially save your life, it might be worth exploring. And I told this family member, if you're concerned about it, talk to a doctor. Not that doctors know everything, but it's like, what can you really do? You can have all the conspiracy theories you want in the world, but at the end of the day, are they going to save you? Or, is talking to somebody and trying to get the best information that you could possibly get, could that be a better option for you versus relying on conspiracies and relying on, not being able to predict the future? So it's definitely a sensitive topic. And as you can see in this chat, there are people who just are showing their behinds and not having productive conversations. So yeah, it's tricky. Fatima, the vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID. Makes the symptoms less severe. Yep, absolutely. You can still get COVID. Sam Wise, keep your distance, but vaccinated people are getting it too. I mean, I'm all for people making their own choice, but it seems like everyone can spread it. Everyone can spread it. But here's the thing. You can either keep your distance and try to not get it, or you can just be around people and still get it. At some point, like, what are you going to do? It's like, you can drive a car and there's a chance of you getting in a car accident, whether you have a seatbelt on or not. If you put the seatbelt on, there's a higher chance that you might survive a car accident. So there are no like perfect decisions. You have to do what is going to make the most logical sense. And I'm not going to get in a car without buckling up. Post cape, your dreadlocks give you superpowers and protect you from COVID. The longer your locks, the greater your protection. Goodbye. Thanks for that. Oh, let me make sure that went through. And let me remove that. Star Monroe, thanks so much for the information. Tosh, thanks. Later need to feel better. Thank you. And you feel better too. Yeah, guys. So thank y'all for watching this video. There's a lot of ratchetry in the comment section, and this is not meant to be about propaganda or not meant to be about spreading anything. This is just me saying take care of yourselves because I'm fully vaccinated and I have COVID. So yeah. Yeah, spirited sunflower. Yeah, not for the shits at all. Just not. So thank you guys for watching and stay well, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye.